Sweat it if you find out your air conditioner is shot in this sweltering heat. Jeff Lee from Mechanical Heating and Cooling shows us how to make sure the AC keeps you cool all summer long.
Well, we've already seen some very steamy temperatures this year, and if you're anything like me, you're not going to want anything to happen to your central air, especially when it gets extremely hot outside. Today I've got Adam with me, and we're going to talk a little bit about a central air reconditioning. Now, reconditioning, that's kind of a fancy term for taking an old unit and making it like new again. Adam, if you don't mind me asking, what are some of the benefits of having an old unit like this reconditioned?
Well, one of the benefits is that you can extend the life of your equipment. Another one is you're going to get the peak performance out of your air conditioning as the weather starts to get hotter outside.
Help it to cool better. What about saving money?
Saving money? When your unit runs at its peak performance, it's going to save you money in the long run.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, when you recondition a system, what are a couple of things that you have to do when you're doing the reconditioning?
Well, we're going to check the refrigerant level in the unit to make sure that it has a full charge so that it can remove the heat from your house the way it needs to. The other thing is we're going to check all the electrical components, amp out the compressor, fan motor, circuit board, capacitors, make sure everything is not going to die on you in the middle of the season.
When you talk about amping something out, if it runs too high in amperage or too low, that it can indicate a problem that might cause the equipment to fail?
That is correct. And it could also tell you that you're using way more electricity than you need to.
Ah, excellent. What's something else that you're going to do?
Well, we're going to clean the exterior coil. Everyone who gets those cottonwoods knows all about that. We're going to wash those down so that the unit isn't working too hard. And just give it a good thorough once over to make sure everything's going to stay running the way it needs to.
Now, I know that's just a partial list, but I have to break in and ask you about losing refrigerant or Freon. I hear it all the time. People are continually having to get the system recharged. Tell us about your super sealer.
Well, with the super sealer, you can put it into a system that is starting to lose refrigerant year and year again. It's not 100% fixed for it, but we've had a very high success rate with it.
Now, kind of, super sealer reminds me of the old bars leak that we had when we were younger. If you had a leak in your radiator, I used to put bars leak in and it would stop the leak. Is super sealer like that for an air conditioner?
Very similar. And it will stay in your system as long as the system is flowing through, and it'll keep future leaks from appearing.
No kidding. Excellent tips. Excellent tips. I'll let you get back to work. To keep your air conditioning running, you need to have maintenance done, and a reconditioning is a wonderful thing to do. It'll save you money, it'll keep your system from breaking down, and keep your house a whole lot cooler. For Fox 2 How To, heading to cooler temperatures, I'm Jeff Lee.
For more information on Jeff Lee and Mechanical Heating and Cooling, and to watch more of Jeff's money-saving tips, go to the Money page of myfoxdetroit.com.